Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is Stevie B, brought to you by 606 Media. No One on the Weekend is back, and we're in track and in tech for another episode. A little late, but a little late better than ever, right, Big Z?
Yeah. What do you mean little late? What time do you usually go on?
No, a little late to the party. I took a little hiatus.
This is not your first show since then,
A
has
little
it?
long hiatus.
Little long? What has it been, like 6 months?
It's been a couple. I think it's been since February, but who's counting, right? So No One on the Weekend. We're here. I'm with Big Z. We're gonna do a quick show before the main show. I call this a little appetizer before the big show comes on True Chicago Sports, where the media doesn't lie. It's always truthful. And I want to believe that we have some good topics to talk about because today was a big day for the Bears, and we'll talk about that on your show. But yeah, I'm ready. I took some notes. I dabbled.
Good. Because I love when you take notes because it makes my job a lot easier than just standing there like, hey, what do you think about this, guys?
No. I don't know. I just feel like Congress is up to date. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. But this show is a little bit different today. A little appetizer. It's a little short. It's a little sweet. You get all the things that you want. That's so succulent that you love about this show. So Big Z, what have you been up to? I know you're on spring break. You're away from the kids. You're not doing summer school. You're not, teaching kids how to do their geometry and coaching anymore.
No, been done with coaching. I was coaching softball, podcasting and teaching. So like doing all those, and then also still bowling. We won our championship at Waveland, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Now we're defending our summer championship, so that we're going pretty strong on that. And just working on stuff for the podcast. Really, I'm just preparing for the Bear season. Yes, for the Bear season. So Bear season starts in August. It is June. It's a couple months away. So right now we're preparing everything we need to get prepared for the Bear season. So lots of stuff in a lot of irons in the fire, and we're looking to knock those out this week, so that way it's smooth sailing. Since we lost our spot to Casa Humilde ended up closing right after the Bear season. I think it closed might have been like February or March.
Smack, really?
Yeah, dude. That was gonna be our spot moving forward, but they closed to unforeseen reasons. I haven't really talked to the owner since, but that ended up happening, and that kind of sucks. We have to find a new location. And as soon as I have one secured, everybody will know. But yeah, that's kind of sucked because I love going there. It was easy to get to right after 90. There was parking, great food, a big old space, and we had our fans coming in, and it was jam packed.
Yeah.
So that was it. And then right now it's just it's summer break, and today was my first Monday without doing anything, so I got to sleep in a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. Watch some TV, catch up on some shows, and then I'm gonna ease into everything in the next couple of days. I was supposed to have. I was a backup juror, so I had to call at 4:30 to see if I had to go in tomorrow. And I don't.
He was probably found now guilty, and probably no bail. He had to pay, so it's it all works out for everyone.
It was B through Q, and that's not me. So, thank God. I didn't want to go downtown and take care of that bullshit. I always get selected, man. No matter what. I always get selected. I can say the most outlandish things like, yep, that's exactly what we want. I'm like, God damn it.
I think that's why I started saying when I was 18, and I think that's why I never get called.
It's like every 2 years.
No.
Every 2 years I got to get called for that, man. That's BS.
Yeah, no. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad that you're off. You're enjoying your summer break, and just man, I'm just dogging it, man. Just dogging through life and getting that paycheck and learning every day and working like a normal society.
Anything at work.
Huh?
You don't do anything at work.
I mean, I do stuff. I do stuff. I do stuff. Yeah. Okay, I do a lot of stuff, but yeah. So that's been great. Enjoying outside, being part of society now that I have a functional paycheck. which is exciting. You know, if you have money, you got to pump money into the economy. I try, but I still like staying at home, playing video games till the endless time of nights, to the early mornings. But that doesn't happen that often anymore because Fridays I get burnt out, man. I get tired. No amount of drinks could keep me up. I'm out like a light by 2:00.
Would you look at that? Look at that. And
you know
everyone else you would make fun of, like, oh, come on, man, why you guys are so tired on a Friday night? Because we've been up since 5:30 and 6:00 in the morning. That's why.
Yeah, literally. I'm up. But now it's like I've been going to the gym. I've been running in the morning. On the weekends, going for a walk on the 606. Right now, yes, I am having a cocktail, but you know what? I'm not going to overdo it. But I can and still go to work tomorrow functioning and straight function. So we'll do that. Other than that, man, pretty much this weekend went to Division Fest on Sunday, which was great. It was fun. The food was fantastic. I'll say that it was family Sundays, like we were talking about earlier off air. A lot of strollers, a lot of dogs, a lot of people, a lot of peoples. So that being said, it was fun. It was cool. And walked over there. I think you're closer than I am. I don't know, unless we're like, it's like a little weird thing because like I'm there once I get on Division and you just have to go straight down.
Yeah, I just got to straight on my block up. I'm straight there.
Yeah. So did that. What else did I do? Saw Mandalorian and Grogu. I had no one to talk to about it last week, but I want to tell you about it and get your opinion on CGI and stuff like that. And, you know, what you think about the Star Wars universe. If you've seen anything else prior to that.
I've seen the shows. I've seen the shows.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is in theaters. And if you haven't noticed, I bought the popcorn bucket, AT-AT, or in some people might say ATA-ATA.
You can't see it because your name's blocking it.
Oh, that is true. Well, it's there. So... $80 I purchased. And you know what's crazy? I had a buddy that went right after me, maybe like 10-15 minutes after me, sold out. I went right after work. I was speeding. I went to the Marcus in Addison, the town, went there, ran, and there was a guy dressed up as Boba Fett.
Did you get a picture?
I was not dressed up. No, I did not. I was embarrassed of myself for not doing it, but I felt like I was empowering him to do that because that's what he wanted to dress up as and wear and be noticed. And I'm proud of him for doing that because I wouldn't have the guts to do that. So good for him. Cosplay still exists, ladies and gentlemen. If you like it, I love it.
Oh, there's tons of cosplay. It's $1 billion industry right there.
Well, yeah, if you know how to sew. So.
Or makeup or latex or all that cool stuff that they do.
Like I don't really like latex. It gets itchy. I don't like wearing it.
We know what brand is not sponsoring you.
No, but I know a blue pill that will. Oh my God. Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's do it. So that being said, we're about 10 minutes in. We could do some Steven segments here. You know, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of everything to remind you that we're still the same people and we're staying informed and staying ahead. But behind this mind, some crazy thoughts, let me tell you. A lot of crazy thoughts. All right, Big Z.
Did you even play the song?
I played just the $5 because, you know, it goes into collections and then I got to start paying the person that made it. And it's only 5 seconds. Oh my God. Oh, he's gonna play it. It's yours.
Oh, this is right here. It's already preloaded, sir.
Yeah.
All right, there's enough.
if you know Big Z, and he's very modest and polite on his show, but it's free range when he comes on this show. Look at him. I love
not having an outline. I just go balls to the walls on this show.
Exactly. Yeah. If you know Tori from Blue Collar Happy Hour, he's the same way. So hey. All right, segment number 1. Big Z, is there anything that you see in summer Chicago or anything in Chicago that's kind of like that's the Chicago thing, but it's annoying? Or even with something with social media.
No, I got one for you. The bike lanes. It's the obsessive size of these bike lanes, and they're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
They should be designated to certain streets in certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. It shouldn't be everywhere. Okay, these are
Yeah.
roads; they're not bike paths. And even then, these people are on the road just blocking you or cutting in and out, or they have the what is it, the what's that, mechanical, the electric scooters or the electric bikes that are doing like 25 miles an hour, and they're on the street. Like, you have a lane over there. Stay over there.
I
And
know.
it's
Stay
so
in your lane. Stay in your
stay in your
lane.
lane. And then,
Mhm.
especially by my house, like they made it now it's just two lanes going, one way each way. It's jam packed during rush hour, or like from like
Yeah.
3 o'clock to like 6. It's slammed. God forbid there's a fire or an emergency where these emergency vehicles need to get through. They can't. They literally cannot. So it's a pain in the ass. I wish they got rid of them. It also slows down traffic way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. Especially it's for me, like, Grand is a street that takes you from one side of the city to the other side of the city, and it should be quick. Same thing with
Right.
Sacramento. Milwaukee is a disaster. Milwaukee, there's angle streets were built in the city on purpose to get you from one point to another on the opposite side of the city very quickly. Milwaukee, Archer, Elston, Clybourne, that's the purpose of those streets. And then you
Right.
also have your boulevards, right? Your Augusta Boulevard, your Sacramento Boulevard. There's no buses and no trucks on those for a reason. Now
Yeah.
you make those into one lanes and then you put bikes on them. You just screwed up the whole purpose of these streets, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I have not brought out the bicycle out yet, but I will. But you know what? I'm gonna be cognizant and right on the bike lanes, just for you, man. Just for you.
Yeah, thanks. Don't blow any stop signs either.
No, I won't, because I'm a vehicle just as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What grinds my gears is the fact when an Uber driver or a delivery car doesn't park inside of where there's a spot you could park your car. They want to park on the outside, so you have to go around them, or it's a tight squeeze. When you have to squeeze in the side of them, I'm like, hey, just pull over. If you're an Uber Eats person or whatever, park on the side. Get out of the car. Take that spot. That spot's available for you. I don't get that. It's kind of like the Amazon trucks. Now, the Amazon trucks and UPS and FedEx trucks, they're big. They might not be able to find this spot, which I understand. But when you're dropping someone off, or anytime I'm an Uber or like in an Uber, so that's why my rating's at a 4.95. It's pretty high because I'm very like, hey, you know what? It's hard to park here. Why don't you go around the corner where it's easy for me to get out, easy for you to turn around, and it's convenient for you and myself. That's what a good Uber person does. But hey, it is what it is, man. Not everyone is like that. And it's okay if you want to be like that. And it's fine. You're fine. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Just stop right here. I'm good to go, man. Have a good night. End of story.
Exactly.
I don't need to have that conversation. Like, hey, bro, wherever you stop, cool. Just drop me off. I'll get out. Don't worry about it. I'm a big boy. I want to say one more.
I got one more after this, but go ahead.
Yeah. When you're ordering food,
and
I live on the corner, and I specifically put on the instructions: house is in the back, entrance is by the alley. You'll see a big yellow building. Okay. And then right by the alley, there's the door. That is where I'll be coming out of.
Mm-hmm.
Then they park like 4 or 5 houses on the main street, not the side street.
Yeah.
And they're like looking at all the addresses, like, I don't know where is that. One, you got GPS. Second, if I give you the instructions, it's right on the corner of these 2 streets. And as I go to the back of the street, why am I walking? Why am I walking the block to get my food? If I wanted to walk and get my food and leave my house to get my food, I would have done that. I would have left my house and done it myself. But no.
Yeah, I hear you. And no, I agree with you. I have one that I have to put. It's the apartment building with the lion gate. It has a lion gate. There's a lion on the gate.
Apparently, people don't know what lines are anymore.
I know, and after I put that, I didn't have no issues. But then I also turned it to like, hand me the food.
Yes,
because I got it. Yeah, I got it to the other side of the next street over, and I was like, no, you're wrong. Sorry. So
yeah, that happened with my Costco order. The dude Instacart dropped it 2.5 blocks over.
Yeah.
And luckily, I know my neighborhood. I'm like, oh, I know what house is that. So I walked over, I'm like, knocked on the door. I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, well, the delivery driver dropped off my food. He's like, oh, it might be for the neighbor. I'm like, no, it's mine. Look, it says your shit's here. So I had to walk like all my groceries 2 blocks. I was so annoyed. So I called him like, I want a refund. I never got my stuff.
Yeah, there you go. As you should. As you should. All right. My next one is, it's a little bit of an attack, but not really. I like to have a little bit of a question when I ask this question. I did it last week. I haven't posted, but maybe since you're here. I don't understand the reviews when it comes from a foodie in the city of Chicago. I know aesthetically and their videos and the time that they put in to make the video is fantastic. I'm not saying anything bad about their work on that. It's the review itself, because I don't know if that place is actually good or bad, because I only hear positive reviews from every food blogger out there in the city of Chicago. Now, there's a way, and correct me if I'm wrong, Big Z, if there was a way that I would say it, but still not trash the restaurant, I would say, you know what? I like this and this item from this restaurant. They're popular for this. It wasn't my cup of tea, but don't knock it till you try it. Go ahead and visit this place. It might change your life. Boom.
See, the reason you don't want to trash a place, because then if you're going, they know who you are, and you're going in there, they're like, "Oh, get out of here. We don't want your kind
Absolutely.
here."
But you're not saying it's terrible. It wasn't for you. You liked the other things there, and that's it. You don't have to trash a place, even if you didn't even like anything there, and you went there and you paid for it. They didn't give it to you free. You paid for it. And you said, I thought it was okay. It was great. Maybe you have a different opinion. Please still go try it. That's my opinion. And my opinion is my opinion. And you have your own choice, your own free will to go and check it out. And then come back.
You're no longer an influencer.
Well, then I shouldn't care about what your opinion is then, because then if that's said, like, I don't, then no. If you want to give an opinion, that's fine. Like for me, I have my own opinion. I don't expect anyone else to agree with me. I'm here to say what I want to think, because everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's why you have, the great land that we live in today, about freedom of speech. But and to an extent, you can't just ride the rails and when you want to pick and choose. But I'm just saying, have an opinion. Be yourself. I'm always myself. Sometimes when I drink too much, I'm a little too much of myself. But at the same time, that's just me. And no one's better than me. But I'm just saying, just be honest with yourself and be truthful. And then, hey, you'll find your community. You'll find who supports you, who likes you, who wants to be around you. And for the people that don't want to support your brand, your vibe, your blah, 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 whatever you're trying to do in life, then maybe that's not the crew for you. But I'm just saying in general, it's okay. Like, you have your own thing for your podcast. People follow you because they appreciate you and your opinion. And maybe they might have a different opinion. And with me, I might meet some of your fans and be like, Steven, you're crazy for hating the White Sox. Hey, that's true. But you know what? You're still a person. I'm not going to be a jerk to you. That's your opinion and you like that team. Yeah, we'll trash talk each other and that's fine. But it's not anything personal to you as a person. It's the team that you like. That's what I mean. That's what I'm going with this. So I don't know, man. World is a weird place. I just got a notification from Uber Eats. They're listening.
Always listening.
Always listening. So you go to Costco, right?
I do. I'm going tomorrow morning.
Oh, sweet. I'm surprised and shocked that we haven't even gotten a membership together. Speaking of Costco Oreos are made with a totally different recipe. Big Z, did you know this? Did you hear about this?
No, this is news to me.
So Costco has inverted sugar, 115 milligrams of sodium, and natural flavors. The original, where you could buy at Target, Sam's Club, Walmart, Jewel-Osco, Walgreens, Mariano's, wherever the heck you want to go and shop at. It has high function corn syrup, 100 grams of milligrams sodium, and artificial flavors. Huh. Who would have thought?
So they're healthier at Costco.
It is healthier at Costco. And it says on the Oreo package. It says always made with real cocoa. I don't know if I want to buy my real cocoa if it's not from Costco. If that makes sense.
I mean, I will dabble in an Oreo here or there. I don't really. It's been.
I love Oreos. Oreos is America's cookie, in my opinion.
It's a good cookie. Well, I've had them at your place when you had them there, or when you did the taste test. They're phenomenal cookies. Phenomenal. Even all the different flavor variations.
Right. They have collaborations. Yeah.
I've not bought a pack of Oreos.
Oh man.
Oh well, you know what? No, I retract that statement, because when I do my brain lab where we work on the 5 senses, I do buy Oreos. I usually buy the vanilla Oreos, just because some kids might be allergic to something. So I usually get it. So
kids allergic.
Yeah, they're allergic to everything. But a chocolate, original bag of Oreos. Or whatever tray you want to call them. I have not bought those since the early 2000s.
Wow. Well, hey, and that's okay. I mean, I don't always get Oreos, right? They're great. I'll have the Oreos and it's cool. Chips Ahoy, I'll never have. Nah, they're not my favorite. They just don't do it for me. But it is what it is. Moving on to the next segment here with sticking with food though. Do you like cornflakes?
Like the original white box with the rooster on there?
Sure.
Not since I was a kid, and I was very, very poor.
Okay, well, cornflakes were invented to reduce sexual desire and lustful thoughts. I think that's why they're not very favorable and memorable now, and no one has cornflakes because everyone is very sexual desired and lustful thoughts of all ages. And I don't know.
Well, this generation? Did I read somewhere that this generation is like the generation that has the least amount of sex and the least amount of consuming alcohol. They just stay home and play video games.
The power of the internet. I don't get it.
They just stay home and play video games.
Yeah, but I at least do things. Okay, I at least do two. I do 2 out of 2 of those things right there. Okay. I don't eat cornflakes and eat those to reduce. Okay. I don't know if the young generation's eating cornflakes and not Frosted Flakes, but Frosted Flakes actually gives you the opposite effect, gives you sexual desires and lustful thoughts, in my opinion. I don't know if that's true. I like and maybe tricks are for kids if you like tricks.
We were just a bunch of lab rats to all these cereals. Like, oh, let's see what this does to the kids. Let's see what this does to the kids.
I like the green coloring dye. I don't know what that is. Glucose syrup or give me processed goods. Give me the processed stuff. I think that helps me in the morning when I have my frozen croissant in the morning that's been processed and it won't get moldy, and I'll drink my coffee out of a plastic container and I'll eat my leftovers and rewarm them in a plastic Glad container. I grew stronger. Nothing happened to me. I feel amazing. These are the things you shouldn't be doing, but I do it anyway because why not?
5 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Dutch Bros Iced Vanilla Protein Latte has 320 grams of protein. I like my coffee more now because I wake up super early, but I have not had that
shitting before after having a cup of coffee. You're going to be shitting now. 320 grams.
I mean, I do it regardless.
320 grams of protein.
No, 32 grams of protein, not 300.
Oh, I was like, holy shit.
No, Protein Latte has 32 grams of protein.
Oh, okay.
32 grams. I mean, you're getting swole. Did I like iced vanilla? I was drinking cold brew black for the longest time. I'm like, let me try this sugar-free latte, iced vanilla protein, and I feel yoked when I get into work.
Why can't you just have a regular cup of coffee like normal people?
I could drink cold brew black, but I don't like hot coffee. They're gonna wait till it gets to the right temperature. Just give it to me iced, baby. Hey, Vanilla Ice, play that track.
Just go to McDonald's and get a big ass Coke.
Speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, if you went today, you got a free tote if you purchased over $6 at participating Dunkin' Donuts. If you got that tote, I totally forgot about it. I was running late this morning, and I thought I had enough time to go and stop and go check it out and see if I get a free tote. Who doesn't like a Dunkin' Donuts tote? I want to hang out with Ben Affleck, Angelina Jolie, give me Matt Damon. I like Dunkin' Donuts because I want to hang out with those Boston people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Boston cream.
Them Boston cream, them Boston Red Sox that are not doing that great. But yeah, pretty much. So definitely have fun with them there. Also, speaking of what you're watching and leaning into food, before we get into the next segment of what you're watching, Bad Bunny is playing a pizza in Toy Story 5.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
That's
thought
awesome.
he'd probably be an empanada or some Puerto Rican. So bring some diversity. Bring some diversity into Toy Story. How about that? Not just getting pizza.
That wasn't racist at all. Wow.
No, I mean, hey, everyone. If you give it to me, you're probably going to give me a hot dog, right? Because I'm not an actual.
Because you're a wiener.
This guy sucks. But no, I would have thought, bring some diversity, bring his culture into Toy Story 5. I don't know. Is that wrong to say?
No.
Platanos? Like, I don't know.
He should. Would you say he should have been a platano?
Yeah, why not? Like, bring some culture. Bring the culture into Toy Story 5. I mean, pizza. Come on, it's not Pizza Steve here, okay?
Come on, Andy. We're gonna go get jibaritos. That sounds like a good idea for tomorrow. Jibaritos.
I mean, hey, it's like I met a new friend at school. Let's go get jabaritos. This is my culture. Like, come on. That's right there in Toy Story. Don't play with toys. Play with your food at jabaritos with Bad Bunny. Oh, God, yeah. Speaking of Puerto Rican festivities, June 11th and 13th, you'll have Puerto Rican Festival here in Humboldt Park. I'll be staying with Big Z and his dog Jackson that weekend. And I'll be paying for dinners just because Big Z's letting me stay there. Jackson's gonna have a T-bone steak, and we're just gonna have sirloins. But that guy is gonna protect me.
You feed him like that, he will.
I know he would. If I'm giving a piece of steak, medium, that Jackson is gonna be like, I love this guy. Why isn't he here more often? So, but yeah. So if you want to go and do that, that was a good transition right there. Come and visit Humboldt Park, June 11th to the 13th. It goes on Thursday night, but yeah, the party starts on the 11th to the 13th.
It's gonna be wild. It is gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. If you're into those festivities, if you like it, I love it. Have a great time, enjoy yourself, but be safe. Or I might just go stay in Lakeview, close to Wrigley. We don't know where I'm going to be at that weekend, so I don't know. So. Moving on to about that time of what you're watching here. Because what are we watching, Big Z? Yo, what's up, everyone? Oh yeah, that definitely wasn't it. Here it is. Well, it's okay. So what you're watching, Big Z?
Oh, I wasted some time yesterday watching Euphoria's season finale.
Yeah.
Or series finale, I'm sorry. And if you have not watched it, save yourself the 90 minutes. It's a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
There's like a good 20 minutes where there's no conversation, no dialogue. And they're trying to make it super emotional. I think what his name's Livingston Stevenson, whoever created it and wrote it and produced it and everything. I think got full of it. I think this season was just straight trash. So and if you haven't seen the last season, haven't caught up, don't waste 9 hours.
Yeah, don't waste it.
No, don't waste it.
Yeah. All right. Big Z. I watched a lot of TV at night before I go to bed every night because I need to catch up because I want to talk about what you're watching. Let's go with Mandalorian and Grogu. Saw it twice in theaters. Twice. And you haven't even seen it once.
In theaters.
Twice.
Wow.
Thursday at 6:30 at New City AMC, and then I saw it in Schaumburg on IMAX on a Friday.
Was it better in IMAX?
You know what? See, this is where it goes over my head. The sound is great. I can't tell a difference when it's shot in IMAX or not. The only thing with IMAX I know is the audio. That's it. Okay. Do you have people saying that it was a movie that was cut into 3 episodes? But that is what a movie is. You do this, you do this, you get this, you do this, game over. That's how it is in a video game too. I mean, I felt like it was going smooth. You did this happened, then now this happened, then this happened, then now something else happens. I had no issue with the plot. I had no issue with anything. I thought if you want to talk about character development, Grogu had his character development because it's always Mando saving the day and protecting the kid. Mm-hmm. Now you have a development. There's a certain part of the movie where Grogu actually protects Mando. Now you think of him just a baby. Well, maybe he's like, maybe like 9 or 8 years old per se as a kid, even though he's 50 something. But in a mindset of him, he still understands what he's talking about. He could still understand yes or no, right? As a child, as a 8 or 12-year-old, you're able to understand yes, no, what is going on. If you're fluent with with the atmosphere or what environment you surround yourself with. But I'm pretty sure he's around there. He knows what's going on. So the character development, people were complaining about CGI. Because I don't know much about CGI and what
was it that bad?
No, I can't tell. I cannot tell. And you know what? When people say like, "Oh, CGI is bad," I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. I don't know what bad CGI looks like.
Well, when I watch it, I'll let you know. I'll report back. Again, like I told you off there, I'm going to watch. Someone could explain to me what. Movies.
Yeah, if someone could explain to me what bad CGI looks like, please, because I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be sarcastic in any way, but like that. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Moving on, we're getting close to True Chicago Sports coming up in shortly. Spider Noir on Amazon. You can watch it black or white.
I could. How do I change it to black and white?
It gives you the option.
No, it does not. I exited and didn't tell me how to do it. So I had to watch it in color. I was pissed.
Oh, I was able to switch from, I started with black and white, then I went to color, then black and white and into color, then black and white into color. I switched in and out. I thought Spider Noir was fantastic. I know Nicolas Cage has his ups and downs when it comes, but I think the last couple of movies, he's done a phenomenal job. I think his acting's gotten a lot better. I never had a bad thing with Nicolas Cage. I thought he was always great. I love National Treasure. I liked Ghost Rider, the first one, the second one. So I didn't have any issue. I don't have an issue with Nicolas Cage. I just know I gotta do what I gotta do. That's terrible.
He lost his New York accent at times. So
I mean, really, again, I'm not even paying attention to that because I'm so involved into the story and how the visual effects look that I just sometimes it goes over me. And I'm not watching a show like 12 times.
There was, oh my god, it was so old school where they just put like a screen behind them, like they're standing on the top of a building, and you could tell it's just like a screen because the.
So you didn't like it?
No, I like the story, but like, yeah, if you're gonna be like nitpicking. Oh, the CGI or this and that.
Yeah,
you're gonna find shit. All right, you're gonna find shit. But look at the story; it was different. It was set in the 30s after the Depression, and it was a good thing. It was something you can watch over. Absolutely. Yeah, so it's rewatchable. Is it the best thing ever? No.
I thought it was great. Again, I had no bad issues with that. I thought it was a great show. It was a great Spider-Man. I mean, we need Spider-Man before we get, the one in a couple months, right? Brand new day. So that's exciting for that. And then, you have the Spider-Verse, you have people reading over their parts right now. I don't know how that's going to be. I'm hearing everyone's recording their voice and parts separately because there's some awkwardness between a couple co-hosts. So it is what it is. I mean, if you want to fall in love with your co-host and try to go on with, each one of the Spider-Men falling for their significant other, it didn't happen this time. So 3 times a charm, but not 4 times. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you want to see?
Other than that, I did see Obsession.
How was that?
Very triggering. Brought back a lot of memories.
I went to therapy right after.
I literally was like looking at who was left and right of me, and there was no one there. And I was like, man, this is a lot of unresolved trauma that I had. And you've been there. You've been here. You've experienced it. You've seen it a little bit. But the actress is Latina, so it also makes sense why that person is the way they are.
Wow.
I was surprised there was no outrage on that one. I think a lot of Hispanic guys are not going to say anything because they're going to get shut in the doghouse.
Have you seen Mortal Kombat?
I have not.
Really?
I wanted to go see it. I did want to go see it, but I want to wait till a Tuesday movie.
Okay. How about Super Mario Galaxy movie?
I did see that.
Of course, you're a fucking child. Never mind. Oh my God.
All the time because I have a Switch 2. Okay. Yeah. I make big boy money, but I play little boy games.
Did you see Project Hail Mary?
I did. I loved it.
I love that movie.
I loved it. I wish I had all the clothes that Ryan Gosling was wearing because I want to look just as handsome as him, because what I'm wearing now does not do me any justice. No. So
let me just tell you, I don't think his clothes are going to help you. Michael, did you see Michael?
No, I did not.
I kind of still want to
lived his lifestyle. With Joseph. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
I did watch. Look with my shirt. I did watch The Punisher. The Punisher on Disney Plus. It's out. It's out. It's been out, man. It's 44 minutes, including trailers. It sets up how. I think it's before. I want to say it's before Daredevil, before the second season. But I also want to say maybe it comes out before Brand New Day. Because you see the outfit of what he's wearing at the end of the movie, and then he's wearing that when it's Brand New Day. So it's a great action movie. There's a lot of blood. So if you have kids and you want them to see it, please let them see it. But if you don't let them watch it. They might think that they're the Punisher.
Yeah, that's something I definitely wanted to watch. I totally forgot that was on. There's too many platforms now.
I cut off a lot of mine. I cut off HBO Max. I have Peacock, I have Hulu, and Amazon, and that's pretty much it. And I was on the Spectrum. That's a good show. It's very lovable if you love the characters. I have to stop after some time because it's I want to break from reality TV. So I have to turn something else on. But yeah, they're all nice, sweet people. They're a little different, and that's okay. It's fine. Big Z handles a lot of them at his school, regardless of the Spectrum or not.
That is my first period that I teach is my special individual. So
there you go.
Did you finish watching?
Mom calls him Big Z, his special little boy.
Did you finish The Boys?
I did finish The Boys.
I thought that was phenomenal.
I thought it was great. It's okay that it's not the ending of the comic books. It's okay that it's not, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's their interpretation of it, though.
Yeah, they did a lot of it, which was great. I thought the ending. I kind of want to know what happens with Soldier Boy. I think that character was great. I would have loved for him to have a better ending.
There should be another season of V.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. I know there's going to be The Boys Mexico. That's in talks. So
just like Narcos, the guy always got to go to Mexico.
Yeah, they got to go to Mexico. They got to take care of all the people there. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do there, honestly. So we'll see. It was I liked it. I mean, I would have taken the job if the president called me. I wouldn't have been working at
as a spy.
No, as a technology place.
Yeah, but he's spying on people.
I guess I would have just taken a government job and lived rich and famous and had power. So don't vote for me, guys. So
wrong guy.
Wrong guy. So, but other than that, anything else that you've been watching that you see that you want to,
That was it. I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, I've been watching a little bit of wrestling. This past weekend was the AAA, which is a Mexican version of WWE.
Yeah,
and they had a mask versus mask, and funny enough, it's the Gran Americano and the original Americano, and they're two white boys acting as lucha libre. It's hilarious because the original guy got hurt, and then they said, "Hey, you need to step into his gimmick," and he's a taller and slender dude.
yeah.
And people they weren't buying it, but then they sent him to Mexico, and he got behind the Mexican people. He learned how to speak in Spanish very fluently, and with a Mexican accent. He's actually German. He's with a Mexican girl from up there. I don't know what she does. She's like super hot, and I don't know. She's like a weather girl or something. I don't know. And then the original comes back, and it's kind of like the Spider-Man, pointing at each other. So they had their mask versus mask accumulation where, once you lose your mask, you got to go. So
did you know that I had diarrhea since Easter's? Nacho Libre call. So,
my God,
I had to do that one. So, all right. Well, hey, this has been a great show. No one on the weekend. We're gonna get better. We're gonna get more sustainable. We're gonna get more straight function in this place. We're gonna have this audio that I'm gonna take from here. I'm gonna upload it. After you stay here, we're gonna have a quick intermission to do True Chicago Sports. So stay here if you're on Facebook or Instagram or on Twitch. So stay here. Don't go anywhere. If you gotta use the restroom, I know we do, or I do at least. But yeah. So thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next week, Monday. I want to start doing this on Mondays. So it's a little show before we get to the main show, a little appetizer, like I keep saying. A little bit about what we've done the weekend. I'm still partying, so don't worry. It's not changing. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. And always remember, no water on the weekend. Brought to you by 666 Media. We'll see you next week. And we'll see you in a little bit. What am I talking about? We'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
7:30.
This is
Facebook, YouTube,
DNCVB. Stay tuned. Stay live. Stay with us. See you next week.